ప్రసన్న గారు ఓవర్ టు యూ అండి.
వినిపించట్లేదమ్మా?
ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుంది.
Your voice is not audible to me.
Is it?
Hello?
Yes, ప్రసన్న గారు, ఇట్స్ ఆడిబుల్.
Yeah, audible. Start చేద్దామా? Okay. Okay, friends, before we go for the next session of the Thinking on Destiny, let us meditate on the pure consciousness of Parsival and see what he is trying to explain to us today. Let's sit comfortably. Keep your spine upright but relaxed. You allow your hands rest easily, whatever mudra that you follow. Chin mudra, or interlace your fingers. Bring your attention to your breathing. Do not try to control it. Simply observe your natural, normal breathing. Breath enters into your body. Breath leaves your body. Recognize breath is life in motion. So gently bring your awareness to your heart area. Feel each inhalation. Sense that life is entering. With each exhalation, feel life is expressing. There is a living pattern within us, a subtle organizing presence. That is the breath form. It's not something vague or distinct. Breath form is functioning now. It sustains your body. It maintains your form. There is an order within us that we have not created, but it is serving us. Imagine your body is built according to some subtle blueprint. Our cells are changing. Matter is shifting. Blood is changing. Cells that are there at the time of birth are no more there with us. Yet, the pattern remains unchanged. This pattern is called soul. The form aspect of our breath form. It is steady. It is holding the design of your body. It sends the beneath movement and change. There is a structure. There is a noise within us. There is a rhythm. There is a form. There is a pattern. Focus. Feel that awareness. That breath form belongs to the nature. It's a living instrument of embodiment. But you are one who are experiencing through it. The soul builds, sustains the body. We think, we choose, we shape our destiny. This is cooperation. Breath sustains, form organizes, consciousness experiences. So you're not this. Reflect yourself. I am not merely this body. I am not merely this breath. I am the one who lives through body, through breath. Breath is entering into your body, breath leaves. Life begins, life ends. This pattern is continuing. The elements returns to the nature, but organizing the principle, it persists. Let this thought brings you calm. There is a continuity of the law. There is an order in the transition. Nothing is chaotic. Nothing is accidental. It is the study organizing. It is the study organizing. The breath is sustaining you. The form is holding you. But the consciousness is the one experiencing through you. Consciousness is the one experiencing through you. I live in this law. I breathe in this order. I grow in this understanding. Gently rub your palms. Keep on your eyes for a few seconds. And open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Before we go for further the third point, let us recap what we learned last session. Over to you, Ravani.
Thank you, Prasanna garu. Hello, friends. Namaste. Good morning or good evening, everyone. You all know me. This is Lavanya Vishwanath from Australia with divine blessings of Dr. Brahmashi Subhash Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji. Let us start today's session. I would like you to welcome back to the Divine Breath YouTube channel, Australia, initiative of Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. So you all know that for the last few sessions, we have started this book called Thinking and Destiny, written by Harold W. Percival, which is being explained to us by our very own dear master, Prasanna Medisetti. So let me give you a quick recap of our previous session, that is session 5. Um, Prasanna garu did talk about how the universe operates with a purpose and intelligent order. She also gave us an example that about electricity, how we cannot see the electricity but witness its effect when a light turns on. Similarly, we can there is an unseen universal law guiding everything. So this law applies equally to all, and we might call this as cosmic equality. And we also came across that thought creates our reality, and the thought is a creative energy. Many Eastern philosophies describe this as karma. Our destiny is not random but shaped by our choices and actions. The universe educates us through experience. Nature function as operational system of universal law, its mechanics and the preciseness and how it takes the orderly laws. And we also talked about the human being is a conscious human being is conscious, and our body becomes an educational instrument, like a classroom through which we learn, grow, and assume greater responsibility as our awareness increases. And Prasanna Garu did touch about different religious attempts to interpret this as an unseen higher intelligence in their own ways, but it all points towards the same universal principle. There is an order, purpose, and meaning in this existence. With this, I would like to welcome Prasanna Garu. Prasanna Garu, over to you.
Thank you, Lavanya. So, yeah, here's the purpose of the universe that we are discussing, right? The next point that we are going to discuss is the religions. Okay. Listen carefully, the religions, because here either me or the Percival is not actually negating the religion, but he's explaining why and until what we need, until which stage that we need a religion. Okay. Yeah, religion is saying it is in any religion. If you take religion, is centric towards a god or a gods, right? If you take Christianity, it is centric towards centric to Jesus. If you take Islam, it's centric towards Muhammad. And if you take Buddhism, it's centric to Buddha. And if you take Hinduism, it is multiple gods, Krishna, Rama, Venkateshwara, or whatever. So it is all centric towards the God. Here we say, or we believe, the destiny is written by the God. But with all your meditative experiences or whatever the knowledge that you acquired, do you still believe the destiny was written by God? No, right? We are not believing. Now, destiny was written by your own karma. So karma means we always use it as a negative sense, but karma is whatever you sow, it rips. That's all. So the thinking and destiny here says that whatever you think, it rips, it comes. Okay, so you are not actually in the religion. Every attribute, natural events, destiny, cosmic order is given to the will of the God. So use these. We are using these deities to explain with the humans how we are using those deities and explain to the humans how we understand the existence. Even gods and forces the subject to the higher principle. Anybody, it forces to the higher principle, the law of thought, administered by the advanced intelligence, that is the triune self. Suppose I think I have mentioned this this example of Ramayana in some other session, but I'll repeat, because the Rama, Krishna, these are all actually given as a gods only, right? But Krishna, who took care of that kind of the Kurukshetra and all, he was died by one small arrow by the nail of that fish or something. With that, so you know that thing, right? So when he is actually the Bhagwan or anything, then why does he died with that small thing? So there is a something that he did it to those things, and they may say that it's a there is a shapam or whatever it is. But the thing is, he did it something to the fisherman or somebody, and they gave like, okay, with this only you will die at something. In Ramayana, if you take Sita, when Lakshmana, because whether that's a true or not, that's a sad story. But the story, as per the story, when that golden thing came, and Sita is asking Lakshmana to go, and he's not going. Nothing will happen to my brother, and he's not going. He wanted to protect the Sita, but then say at one point Sita says, "Oh, you have some other thoughts on me. That's why you're not going." Even if the brother is in trouble. So because of that, she has to face that kind of situation after she come back to the thing, right? After this Ravana, everything is over also. Then somebody pointed out something to this Sita also. Because even God or a gods, that law of thought is administering. What I want to tell here is the whatever that misunderstanding at the one call that she did it, it came back and hit her. No matter whether she is a god or a goddess or whatever it is, right? Even if it is the form of the Narayani, but still she has to administer according to the law of the thought. So this is shifting our explanation of the religion. Universe is following only one principle, that whatever you are actually releasing, it has to come and bite us, give us whatever it is. So this destiny is operating on the operation of the law. Every event in this physical plane, they are not random. They are directly, divinely attributed through this law of thought, to this law of thought. A harmonizing process ensuring that universal plan continues. Here again, law of karma is of the three things, right? One is thought, one is your word, one is your deed. Whatever the three things. So karma means whatever you did, not just that one. Whatever you think, whatever you utter the word, and whatever you you did that. So so that is the karma. Here the destiny is the causation, the law of causation, that whatever you are doing. So you cannot think it as a favoritism or a punishment. Anything, it is coming. So, but the religion attributes this as to this to the God. Okay, God is punishing, God is giving. But actually, in turn, whatever you are doing, only you are getting it. You got it? Whatever you are thinking, whatever you are doing, only it's getting. Religions are substitutions of the direct knowledge. It is substituting. It is not giving a direct knowledge, basically. It is giving, God said this, God something like. So there's a temporary framework. It is a temporary framework to guide the humanity before it could understand the deeper laws. So there is a symbolic teachings in every religion. It is all they could stand that. But this knowledge is not a direct. But the thing is, still this knowledge is required, because in order to keep a society in an orderly manner. Suppose if you say that if God is punishing whatever you do, there is a discipline. Right? There is a discipline. If nobody will punish whatever you do, you will get it. Oh, in this lifetime, I'm not getting it. That's okay. Next lifetime, who believes all these things? Whatever it comes, let it come. This is the kind of thing, right? But once you understand there is a punishment is there that you have to, so there is a fear that, oh, I don't want. So for that, this religion is required. but not all the time. Not every lifetime you have to believe, because you have to come out of that also. You have to come out of that also. So this is a problem of this gods is antho performing. That means everything you and you give it to the god, all wise, all powerful. God is all wise, all powerful. Then in our stories we see God is also jealousy. God is also angry. If you don't eat that prasadam, he got angry. If you don't eat that, the jealousy. Why is that? He did some favoritism to somebody. Why is that? Okay, so these are through that characters we have to learn. It is not that the so a perfect being, why he is acting imperfectly? When you say God is a perfect, why he is acting imperfectly? Why these myths? So these are all. It is not why do we suffer injustice? If why the gods also suffered? If you are taking right, so why this heaven, hell, afterlife? Who is actually giving this post-death reward or a punishment? Who is giving these punishments to restore the balance? So these are all the things, if you try to understand deeply, then the balance occurs. Then you will understand why is actually these things are happening. Human evolution, it will go towards understanding than with the fear. God is fear. God fear person. That's what they say, right? So God fear. I'm a God fearing person because so I believe in God and okay, I fear, so I will obey, that kind of thing, right? So human evolution should go from fearing to understanding. You should less fear of the God. You understand what it is. You less belief. Go on the less belief. Based on your fear and authority, go on to the less. Go seek understanding. Seek reasoning and understand the law. What it will replace? Only the knowledge will replace this fear with the understanding. That's why we are here to understand what is this, how it is actually happening. A rational law versus contradictory doctrines of this story. Clear causational law, thought, manifestation, balance. Your thought is the manifesting and it is causing the balance. Diverse and often conflicting the teachings, but but the soul's origin and the destiny. The law of thought is presented as consistent, impersonal. If any person, it is the same, God or you or me. Okay, it's understandable through experiences and free from the dogmatic contradiction. It's free from nobody can contradict law of thought. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are giving, that is only coming in any religion. Okay, but they are saying it is a God. Here we are saying it is you. That is the thing. So traditionally, we are saying God is governing this entire world. But as per the new law of the thought perspective, the law is governing your thought is governing the universe. Your thought is only governing the universe. It is not the somebody. Reward and punishment is not is by the God, and here reward and punishment is from your thought only. Okay, it's a belief. The belief is the primary in case of religion. In case of law, understanding is the primary. Mystery explained by the faith. That mystery was explained by faith, because if you believe it, then it will happen. That's a faith, right? And here mystery is exposed through awareness. This is what religions are early interpreted to models of deepen reality. Early, we need to have it, because early people cannot understand all these things. You need to believe something. For that, the religion helps. Human understanding grows and knowledge grows. The law of governing thought and manifestation, they need to understand it. They need to balance it. Both law of the understanding and the thought, they need to balance it. That is what here it is saying. Okay. So that is all about the religion that he is talking about. But he talks very detailed about, suppose if you are going for a what do you say, you are going for the Tirumala or anything, anywhere, and going that, oh, if I go there and if I say that, oh, all the, if I want this, then it is happening. Okay. Why is that has happening when there is a no religion? He is not rejecting any religion. He is explaining it. Why is that happening is because you have that power. Okay. You yourself has that power. Then when 5 lakh people are going and keeping your faith over there, what is happening is all your energy are keeping there. When there is a only your energy is there, it's a little energy, only this much. When 5 lakh people are going and keeping this much energy is there. And you are going to that energy with the positive intent. If I go there, the thing will happen. So obviously it is happening. But that energy was kept by whom? Again, all of us. So you have that kind of energy. Okay. So he is not totally rejecting that religion, but he is saying how that is working, how that religion is working, a symbolic teaching, how it is. So it is required in order to keep the society in an order, it is required. It's a instruction through belief. Religion is a instruction through belief, and now he is trying to explain his law of thought, instruction through understanding. Whatever he is trying to explain in this thinking and destiny is instruction through understanding is the one that he is trying to teach us. Okay, we will talk more about the religion later, but for now, let us understand until there. Okay, religion is not he was not rejected totally, but religion is based on the belief, but he is trying to give us the complete understanding about through the law. Okay, then next he is talking about the origin destiny of the soul. Soul. What is it, soul? A common belief is that soul is something higher or superior to the conscious self within the human being. We thought soul is something higher, okay, superior of conscious self. That is what we are thinking. So here, Percival is challenging that the conscious self in the body, the conscious self in the body, that is the soul. That's what we are thinking. So it is only one aspect of the triune self. He is saying that conscious aspect of the soul is only one aspect, because here the triune self is doer, thinker, knower. Always remember, triune self means doer, thinker, and knower. But whatever we are thinking, that soul is only the doer. Doer is not a complete soul, complete thing. Doer is only the portion of the triune self. So the soul is described here as breath form. It's different from breathing. Okay. Breathing is taking your exhalation, inhalation, exhalation. That's the air is breathing. But here, that soul, he is taking it as a breath form or a living soul. Means the soul which is living in the body is the thing. Suppose there is a thinker, there is a knower, but those are also the part of your triune self. But those things you are not actually the thing. Can you read it, Amma? We will finish the law of thought. I'm not able to hear your voice for some reason. I must just give, let's hold. I will answer you later because I'm not able to read that. And I'm not able to hear your voice, Lavanya.
Okay, I was on mute.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
a,
Now,
a question for law of thought. Does the author also touches upon various stages of human development? For example, the child, humans when they are very young does not consciously know what is a thought in their minds. It's only grown-ups with some kind of understanding, study, they are able to consciously differentiate various thoughts in their minds. So how does this law of thought applies in children and in adults?
yeah. You asked for the very broad question, which will be answering in the coming sessions because, yeah, he touched upon that law of thought, how actually the evolution is also happened. Everything he touched. We will be learning about it. To have your full answer to your question, at least we need to go 50 more episodes. So, okay, you will get the answer. So this soul is a living form. Soul is a living soul. The body, whenever the breath form is in the body, that is called a soul. Okay, that's called the soul. It is not the complete soul again. Here, complete thing is your doer, knower, thinker, and knower. But here, only the doer portion we are calling it as a soul or a living soul or the breath form. So here we can say this belongs to the nature only. It is not yet beyond the nature. It has to go to the beyond the nature, but for now it is still the nature only. Therefore, saving the soul means saving the soul, save your soul means advance your breath form beyond this mechanical nature, beyond this mechanical nature. So, which means that you have to develop or expand your consciousness. Soul, which is there in this particular body, is a living soul. But once you go beyond this nature, then it becomes a conscious expansion. That is where we want. The soul is not the master. It is the vehicle to be perfected. It is in the soul. The consciousness came in the form of a soul. This soul has to be perfected in order to expand your consciousness. Until now, we had an understanding that soul and the consciousness is the one and the same. Okay. This consciousness again is never changed, ever changed. Soul is the one who is changing. Soul, once it become that consciousness, then it need not change. So that is what soul is. A living soul is the one which is learning all the lessons. Once you learn all the lessons, once you become that complete triune self, there is nothing to learn because you are an omniscient, omnipotent anything, right? So the two principles of the theory, there are soul, there are two principles. Emanation, that is the soul flows out of the supreme being. There is a big supreme being. From that supreme being, the soul came out of it. All beings originate from the one source. Eventually, all beings return to the source. This is the view emphasizes unity and return to the origin. This is what our Hindu religion is also saying, right? So we all came from that supreme being. We have to go back and reunite with that supreme being. That is what, that's a one theory. The second theory is pre-existence. The soul existed before the life. Before actually it came into this body, the soul is already existing. It may be descended from the higher state and ascended to the lower state. The state is changing, the soul's state is changing. Earth life is part of its earth life because it is taking the life onto this earth within this body to evaluate, to evolve itself. This view emphasizes the continuity of the development. This is where we are saying the soul has to be continually developed. The Western view, what there is, it's a single life. There is a no previous, no past. It's a single view. Each soul is specially created by the God as a new human body, and it lives in the earth only once. Then there is no explanation when that God was created, the soul, why one is born as a poor, one is born as a rich, one is all that. There's no explanation for that. After the death, the eternal destiny is fixed. That is what we are saying. Based on that, the eternal destiny is fixed. This is the view that we have, individual uniqueness, right? We have the view. Theories about the destiny, right? Annihilation. Annihilation means soul ceases to exist. It ceases to exist. Return to the essence, soul dissolves back to the universal source. It returns to the God, means soul enters into the with the creator. Heaven or hell, immediate reward or a punishment is called heaven or hell. Purgatory period, which is a temporary period where it is actually purifying or it is taking the rest before it goes to the final destiny. Soul in sleep, rest until the resurrection or the judgment. Until then, the soul is in sleep. So these are all the Christianity, how they are actually doing it, right? That's what the principles. Reincarnation. So return to the earth for further development. Materialistic people, the annihilate favor this annihilation. Many religions teach resurrection or heaven or hell. Christianity or Hinduism, all the things, right? Eastern tradition often include the reincarnation and evolution as well. Next, emanation or reincarnation religions. What are they doing? Soul is gradually improving so that the conscious is improving. It's a continuous refinement of the nature matter. Whatever the nature matter, it is a continuously refining and responsibility across the lifetimes. In this view, growth is the central. In this particular Eastern philosophy, growth is the central form. We have to grow from yesterday to today. We need to get better, better. The like a religions we talk from the belief system to understanding system, we have to grow. Religions is always centered with the belief system. It emphasizes some deity. It focuses on obedience of that God. It focuses on the worship. It focuses to improve the individuals based on the reward or a punishment. Here, the devotion is the primary and self-development is secondary. That is bhakti yoga kind of thing, right? In Bhagavad Gita. So devotion is primary, but self-development is secondary. But the same Bhagavad Gita have not started or stopped with the bhakti yoga itself. It also went to the karma yoga. It also went to the Raja yoga and Gnana yoga. So this is what here is also saying the religion is concept of the God is always some practice, some symbol, some ritual, some hymns and some prayers. These are the things. But these are all required in order to understand. But you have to move from belief to the understanding the divinity, understanding the human purpose. Okay. What is missing the teaching in this religion is total personal responsibility. Here, whatever the teachings that are missed in this religion is your responsibility. Oh, my Hinduism doesn't teach, so I will not do it. No, Hinduism taught in a different forms. Similarly, Christianity also taught in a different forms. We have to go and understand. No major teaching is universally accepted. The universal, everybody accepted teaching is not there. Everybody will not accept attributes, events are to the divine will. Encourage the, they won't encourage the fear or a fear of punishment. Emphasis that depends on the external authority. So here we, because by reading so many things and all, right, Buddhism and all those things, we feel that because even Thich Hat Nhat or what thing in the one Buddhism monk, he was from Vietnam, right? So when I go to that country and see, there 70% of the people won't believe in any religion. So they wanted to, it doesn't mean again they won't believe Buddha teachings. So Buddha teachings is not actually thinking they are the religion based. It is the thing like you need to work for yourself. That is the kind of the thing, right? They all do meditations. They all do different kinds of the things. You will see you in on the banks of the seas, beaches, and also they are doing all the things. You'll say, but they will say we are not believing the religion. Religion is something different from all these things. They truly believe that and they truly following that. Okay, that doesn't mean the religion means they are not believing any rituals. That's all. They're not believing that their destiny was written by somebody else. They are believing that their destiny can be changed by themselves. They are not believing any fear-based cultural consciousness. So here, people are believing the religion and then fear, right? Oh, God may do that if we don't do that. That's a kind of, right? Fear has shaped many doctrines about soul and destiny. Fear prevents your acceptance of the full responsibility. You don't want to take up the full responsibility. It is me who has done that. I did something wrong. That is why I'm just doing it. Let me take that responsibility. So if you are on that, then you are not actually taking the full responsibility of your destiny. But you need to take the responsibility. That's what it said. God is not doing anything. It is you, your thoughts, your acts or your words only is coming to you. The conscious self here is the primary. The doer is the primary. The soul, the breath form, is the nature that has to be developed. And it is you that has to be responsibility lies within the individual. So growth occurs. When does the soul growth will happen? The growth occurs when there is a thought law. When you understand this thought law or the law of the thought, only this entire universe is actually depends on this law of thought only. It is not doing any favoritism to any person. It is not doing any punishment to any person. Whatever you are thinking, it is coming. Whatever you are actually want to do that is only coming. Then you will not feel all these things. The soul is not a mystical prize rescued from the divine intervention. It is not that mystical something, it is a living form. It's a living form. It is living in the body. It's a shape elevated by the conscious self. The religions, all the doctrines are widely about they are talking about their origin and destiny, but they are not actually talking about what is individual person responsibility. It is your responsibility that you need to understand this law, and you need to understand this law, and you need to act and live according to that. That is what is the one that we are talking about, the destiny, how the soul is coming up. Then how the formation of the body, how the body is forming actually. When we are saying that the soul living the soul and the breath form, right? How this is entering into the body, and what is this body? There's a concept of entry of the soul, right? Every human body is formed according to the pre-existing form. That is called a soul. Soul is the pre-existing form. It is entering into the womb of a mother before it comes out, the body comes out, it is entering. This form is entering to the mother through her birth, her or his birth. It enters, causes the conception. When it entrance itself is causing the conceiving or conception. The developing body is fashioned according to the invisible pattern. So this body, whatever the developing pattern, when the soul enters into that mother womb, according to the pattern of that soul, it enters. Okay. In this lifetime, you are, let us take, you are a bit short person. Okay. And everybody was said, oh, Putti or whatever the names they started calling. Okay. Then within you, you developed the, oh, I wanted to be tall person, tall person. You are actually going on, going on. So with that thought releasing, what will happen next lifetime? You will be taking a tall personality, right? So when that particular breath form enters into the mother's womb, according to your patterns, according to that soul patterns, once the conception is done, your body develops. Conception follows on the arrival, the organizing the form, whatever the form that you have the thought, with that your body organizing, your body development will start. Okay. Birth and the activation of the birth form. Once you are birth, this soul form, living in the soul, that breath form activates. The physical life, breath of the breath form enters into the infant body. In the heart, it unites the form aspect. In the heart, it unites the form aspect. From this union, it becomes the functioning of the breath form. The breath form operates in the living soul. This body, whatever it is, that is operating the living soul. The heart describes the union. The heart is describing the union of form and the breath. There is a form, pattern, your soul has it, and the breath, that is a life force. Together is a breath form. The form as a blueprint throughout your life. What is that form? It is a blueprint of your life. I told you, right? So this lifetime, I'm a short and everybody calling names, and I put a pattern. I want to become a tall, tall, tall. Or I'm a bit dark, I want to come as a fair-skinned person. So whatever that I'm keeping that is becoming a pattern. That pattern is a blueprint of your soul, which was written in your breath form. So this form actually, this pattern is entering into the mother's womb, and the breath is also coming. These two, both together is becoming the breath form, which is a living soul. This is the type or a pattern of the physical body. How the physical body is developing, this is the pattern. The living breath builds and maintains the body according to this pattern. The body is composed of nature matter into the 4 states. What are these? Solid state, and fluid, water, airy state. In between there is a empty spaces, right? And radiant state. So these are the 4 matters: solid, fluid, airy, and radiant matters are the one that every body is having. Through the body changes continuously, this pattern is persisting. Even though the body is changing consistently, the body The ones, the patterns and the atoms that you have at the time of the birth are no more now. But still your thoughts are continuing, because this pattern is the one which is continuing. Your physical things, your atoms are changing, your blood is changing, everything is changing. But that pattern is continuing, because that pattern is the blueprint. These atoms, this blood and everything is a changeable. Everything it is changing. Every 3 months or every 3 months, the one third of your things will go off and new things will come up in your body, right? So they will die and the new things will come up. But still your pattern is continuing, because the pattern and the thought, that soul is different from that body. That is why that is continuing. Death and dissolution. At death, what is happening? At death, the doer, the conscious self separates from the body. That form is separating from the body. The breath forms leaves the doer. That this body, it is leaving the doer. The physical elements of the body return to the natural states, because the whatever that physical bomb, the solids goes to the earth, the fluids goes as the water, the airy elements going as a airy, and radiant elements to their source. Radiant elements, fire and all, those are also going to the source. So the visible body is dissolving. Whatever that you are able to see, that body is dissolving. But your organizing form, whatever the form, that the blueprint that you have, it is continuing. Suppose in this lifetime, now you understand this short or a tall or a darker or a fairer skin, all these things are the patterns only. So I don't want to put any pattern to my form. Whatever it comes, I just take it and run through it, because that is the only thing that it came. So I don't want to put the form, because you got that understanding. So when that understanding is, so you are not putting any of the patterns into your soul pattern. Okay. So these are all the things. Are the self-knowledge or spiritual knowledge that you are learning. You learn up to some points. So these points should be saved somewhere. Where they are saving? On your breath form, on your form. So when you are coming to the next life, you will start this spiritual knowledge or the soul knowledge from there, from where you left. From where you left at one point, from where you left. That is why some people, as soon as they started meditation, they'll get all the things. Buddha got an enlightenment. He doesn't get all enlightenment just like that in that thing, in that lifetime itself. He he has taken thousands and thousands of lifetimes. He learned all his things. So he is ready to write. That is why when he's become Buddha, the enlightenment came. Similarly, when Vivekananda, when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa did this, just like that, he did not get enlightened. He was already ripe fruit. He already experienced it to the many, many, many lifetimes. That is why when the Guru came and he was just like that, is able to. So similarly, all of us, whatever that we learn until now, this knowledge will continue. Your physics or your maths or your job things you may forget, but these are the knowledge that you learn about the soul. It will continue. Once you started that pattern, just like that, you will be able to enter into it. That is why few people, as soon as they started meditation, they are able to understand books, go quicker. Some people will not, oh, it is so boring. Because there is a no greatness of this person or no less of this person. Both are equal. They are at the different stages of their evolution. Like LKG kid, you cannot expect him to do trigonometry. Similarly, here also, in their soul evolution, they are in the different forms. So you cannot expect to be at the same level. So according to their destiny, according to their doer thinking, the breath form will again become the cause of conception, according to your thinking. It serves as the pattern in the human body. Now also, if you want to put another pattern, it's up to you. After understanding all these things, next lifetime I want to become like this. It's up to you, right? Or next time I don't want any lifetime, I want to become enlightened in this lifetime. This is all up to you. Because we were taught in the religion that, oh, we need lifetime of that salvation is somewhere else. No, when you yourself decided that this will be my life, last lifetime, you can do that. The doer will resume the work, the nature mission, as he left in the previous. So re-embodiment is therefore, it's a lawful, it is very patterned, and it is determined by prior thinking. Your body was determined by the prior thinking. It is always according to the law only it is happening. It is the pattern. Clarifying what is the meaning of the soul. The soul is often vague and confusing, but here the soul is nothing but that breath form which belongs to the nature, which is an elemental entity. It is organizing your and building your body. It is accompanying the doer through birth and death. The soul is coming, birth and death, it is coming. Okay. It is the most advanced functional unit of the nature. Okay, soul is. This is not an ultimate self. This is not ultimate triune self. Soul is only the doer portion self. Okay. But living through this pattern, once you understand you are not the doer, you are thinker and you are the knower, then you are the conscious self. What is the relationship between the doer and soul and the body? Let us take doer, soul, and body. Three things, right? Doer is thinks and makes destiny. He is the one who is thinking and making the destiny. Soul is organizing its body according to the pattern. And body is very temporary instrument. Okay. The doer creates, here the doer is the one who is creating his destiny by his thinking. The breath form is providing the structural means to live with it, and the body is a temporary vehicle. So, soul is not a vague spiritual abstraction. It is a very precise, functional, elemental entity which is causing conception, which is causing patterns of your body, which is maintaining your life, which is accompanying the doer, the birth to death, and it is enabling your re-embodiment. So all these things is happening through your soul. Okay, then there is the next class we will go. I'm stopping because of the time. There is a 12 portions of the doer. There are 12 portions of the doer, how it is happening. So here, whatever the MS asked the question, it starts with the 12 portions of the doer and how it is, but it ends somewhere after 20, 30 or 50 sessions. Okay. Everything he talks about. Yours is very broad question. I think he asked one more question. I'll stop here. We can take questions.
Yeah, they must ask, like, in higher realms, are soul always by themselves, like alone individually?
What did we learn the soul's journey?
Group.
No. Group is the one. Group is a different thing. Group soul is for the animal souls, plant souls. This is always individual soul. It is individual soul. And the pattern, here we are saying it's a pattern. Soul is just kind of a pattern. So it is learning. It is learning. So once that learning completes, which means that the soul is not the doer, it is the thinker and it is the knower, then you will become that consciousness. So that one consciousness only, right? So that's what. Here in our Western traditions, we say it merges into supreme consciousness, but here he is saying it will become the triune self, and it takes the governance, the total cosmic governance. It takes the part in the cosmic governance. Okay. Any more questions?
Any more questions, friends? You can either unmute yourselves or put it into the chat.
Yeah, those who are following any what do you say, textbook or whatever the thing, then we are still in the chapter 2, purpose and plan of the universe, and we completed religions, origin of the destiny of the soul, and definition of the soul, and how the formation of the body. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, we have completed the points only. 3, 4, 5 subsections, right? That we completed. So next we will see the 12 portions of the doer and how the system of the universe is working on this, right? Human body. That we will see in the next session.
I'm looking forward for so like how the do you know your thinker, everything the triune self will become.
No, that it completely book.
Okay.
That's complete book, right? That's what he asked, right, how this evolution is up. He talked about all the things, how the starting thing it came, how now how it got changed, everything, right? We can even relate if we may not know all the things, but how when we were as a kids, how the things were used to happen, and now how the things are happening. We can relate that.
Yes.
Because when we don't know this change, then we may say that how can it happen? But we are seeing so much of change, right?
Yes.
We have seen some of us might have seen the days where we do not have any electric fan also.
Yes.
From where we are in the central AC and phones, all that. We have seen so much of evolution, right? The table fan used to be there, if I remember. Then oscillations go this way, that kind of thing, right? That's how we used to see. From there to where we are here now, right?
Yes. I think going forward, we'll also touch on the karma part in detail, Prasanna garu, about you said about thought,
No,
mind.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Thought, how the thought works, it starts, right? How the
yes,
thought works, it starts. So automatically, that is the law here.
yes,
The law is how your thought is working, basically.
yes.
See, we used to have lot of memory when we were kids. Where does it gone? Because you're not using it. Now
Mm,
people won't even imagine, oh, 100 phone numbers you can remember? Yes,
mm,
we do remember. All these things is here only. Now with the external object, only the family members, three, four numbers remembering itself is becoming hard for us.
mm.
Now these people can't even imagine that 100 phone numbers people can, not only phone numbers, I used to remember all the pin codes also.
Ah,
Still, because still the place that I did my high school, Kodali, the 521132, I can say now also.
yes, yes.
But nowadays, for the people, for our kids, it is something not doable,
Mm,
right? So this is all your thinking.
yes.
When we got married, do we at all think, oh, marriage means a lot of responsibility, lot of what do you say, adjustments, all these things? But now, if you stop, oh, we don't want to take up that. We don't have time for that. Oh, we are focusing. Are we not? Did our careers? We did from nothing. We did from nothing. Nothing, studying in a government school to coming to the abroad and able to work with the people. We have seen that vast thing. And this we have given education, our kids education only in this developed countries, but still they will get scared. Oh, we cannot take up career and family. I cannot balance it. I don't want kids. I don't want wedding. So these are the kinds of the things, right? Because it is all thinking, how you think it. We never think, we just face the life.
Mm.
Whatever it comes, we just face it. With a blank sheet, go. Whatever it comes, just deal with it. We didn't see that as a big picture. Now, if all these people, if we think all these things, we would not have done anything.
Right.
Huh?
Yes, Prasanna garu.
That's what he will explain, right? How your thought, right? You can relate everything. You can relate with our thing. There is a evolution. He says that when there is a thought is dominating, right? With the thought, there are days where with the thought is able to move the boat direction. With the thought has that much power. Now we don't have that much power. Right? We don't know our thoughts. We cannot. Maybe the thinking. We maybe it may be materializing, but with the thought itself moving, we are not doing it, isn't it? So with all the things, but the other day, well, because Vietnam is not that, it's that developed country, right? So the people who are in 60s, 70s, they are rowing the boat with legs,
Ah,
with both the legs putting together, they are doing like this. So, and their age is not less than 50, 60, more than that. Even
That's
ladies
for
are
one
doing it.
hour. The 1 hour, not for a few minutes.
ah,
Yeah. So how much? Because they think they can do it. The moment we say, oh, we can't do it, our kayaking boat itself will say, the paddle boat itself will say, oh my God, 1 hour we can't do it, right? That's our thinking. That's what he will explain all those things.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Thank you, Prasanna. Yeah, the full thinking and destiny before you did, I didn't hear the beginning, so I'm kind of concentrating and
Nice.
trying to get into the actual essence. Yeah.
Yeah, this chapter and next 2 chapters also, you feel a kind of vague concept that he is introducing. Once we got to the physical destiny, all this consolidation, it will happen.
Yeah.
These are all the different concepts that he is introducing. Let us understand the concepts, bits and pieces. Then once we come to that physical destiny, you will understand all the pieces are that making it together.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. I thank you for your energies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here Lakshmi Sudhakar Sir Master and MS Master, Sirisha Master they're expressing gratitude for you, Prasanna.
Thank you. Thank you. You're all the reason for again me revisiting the book and learning more. This 2026, that's what I kept it. Only this book. I want to concentrate only on this book, nothing else. So we all will dwell together, learn together so much. Okay.
Sure.
If no questions, see you next week.
Sure. Thank you,
Okay.
Prasanna.
Bye.
Bye.